It is Saturday, March 8th, and we are technically in due date territory for some of my sheep. Thus far, I have not seen any signs that they would be pending labor today, but today would be their earliest due date from when I put the rams in. In the past, many of my females have been right on the due date. Very rarely do we have any that go early, but I'm looking at the ones that I saw were marked first, and I think that there's others that may be closer. Lily, for example, she is as wide as she is tall, always carries triplets, and she's also bagged up. Let me give you a rear view. She's not as bagged up as her twin sister that I'll show you in a second. This girl right here also gives triplets regularly, and we will see if she cooperates. Hi, sweetie. She's got a little waddle going on, but you can see the udder is pretty well bagged up. Of course, this week is countdown week for my FFA speaking teams. So Substates is on Saturday, a week from today, and they are going to try to jam in as many practices as they can this week, which I don't blame them. It's just everything happens at once. At some point tomorrow, I'm going to have to reaffix the blink cameras to the walls in this barn so that while I'm at school, I at least can kind of have an idea of what's going on in this barn. We kind of live in the middle of nowhere with very poor cell service. So, and of course, the barn is a steel-sided and roofed barn. So it's very challenging to get Wi-Fi in here. So it's kind of like an act of God to get any cameras working in here, but we were able to get some working right after Christmas. Daffy is another one that's a little chunky, and she's got a pretty decent bag on her too. We are a little overpopulated in this barn. I am thankful that it appears that not all of them are going to lamb at the same time. So that kind of is a godsend, because being in New York, we have had up and down temperatures like crazy, and right now it's in the 30s, like mid 30s. And over the last week, we've had anywhere from 15 degrees up to 50 degrees. So Mother Nature's a little bipolar at the moment. But at least once the temperatures level out a little bit, we can probably move some of the moms and their babies out to the hayfield and try to free up some space in this barn. Depending on what these temperatures do, pastures may be scarce, and I bumped up lambing to help meet the needs of the solar farm so that the lambs would be well established. We'll see how this year goes. I may go a little bit later next year. This also happened to be the hardest winter that we've had in probably 5 years. I saw a golf course local to us post on their Facebook page last weekend that their opening day for 2024 was like March 1st last year. So it's not unusual for us to get snow into early May. It really just depends on the year. That's it for the sheep. I will keep you updated when I see little babies bouncing around here. Also, an incredibly random side note, I did not make a video about this week, but there was a chicken at school that came down with wry neck. And I have been successfully treating it. She's making improvements, but she's not 100% yet. So if she recovers a little bit more, I will make a video about her. But again, an example of what people don't realize when they're buying these cute fluffy chicks and trying to get their own egg layers is that they can develop a whole slew of things even if you do everything right. Because the chickens at school are much better cared for and observed on a regular basis than chickens in a coop at home. Along with pasty butt, that's another thing I've had to deal with today out of the chicks that I've hatched within the last week or so. That's all that's really going on over here. Tomorrow's my birthday. We're going out for dinner tonight, and I am officially closer to 40 than I am to 35. So, yep. Hope you all have a good day, and I'll keep you posted on cute little babies.